Hello, hello. Here we are back again for a second episode, episode number two. Today we're going to be going in detail about voicing your opinion and basically being more comfortable about who you are as a person and letting other people know so that way you and other people around you can feed off of your energy. Your energy is very important because it's like you literally bring into your life what you put out into the world. So it's like if you're one of those type of people who's a negative person all the time and you're like around other people who are kind of just doing their own thing there and you start talking to them and they start listening to you and caring about what you're saying and then they just get nothing but negativity, they're going to do one of two things, right? They're either going to leave or they're going to catch the vibes that you're sending to them. And that's catching the vibes is not something that you want to do. And if you care about people like myself, like, and you want people to be around you because you like having the community feeling, like, definitely stay away from doing that. Like, if you want positive vibes and you want to be positive, you got to start somewhere. And starting somewhere is important because it's like it may be hard, but starting somewhere is going to get you to the place where you need to be. Like, how do I put this into words? Putting a start on positivity, like the chain of positivity, is going to help you in the long term because it's like when you start somewhere, someone is going to be like, "Oh snap! Like, what are they doing? This is different from who they usually are." But I see them trying to be better. Like even today, like today, I made my bed because I was like, you know what? I'm feeling good. I'm feeling blessed and highly favored. So today I'm gonna make my bed and show y'all like I can do a switch up too. Like I even switched up my fits. Like, ooh, y'all thought I was gonna stick to just the sweater vest type vest. Nah, I got flannel and hoodies, and I got sneakers. Hold up, eh, my Air Forces. I'm not endorsed by them, so I don't know if I'll get flagged by that or whatever. But it is what it is. Um, if I do, I'll make another video explaining why this video got taken down. But hopefully, fingers crossed, that doesn't happen. It most likely won't because I don't get that many views as is. But one day I might. So who knows? Who knows? I definitely don't. Just out here vibing out. But honestly, I appreciate you guys watching first and foremost. But let's get into the actual bulk of the video. I don't know why I didn't just start off with that, like I'm doing a whole introductory, but I keep talking. But basically, finding out about who you are. Like a couple days ago, actually yesterday, I was talking to this man, and he was telling me about like it's very important nowadays to find out who you are when you get to a certain age because it's like finding out who you are is very vital to who you like you not having an identity crisis. Like me personally being a person that has seen people who do have identity crises and have had experiences with such things and like trying to help people and not knowing what exactly they need or what exactly to do. Like it's hard, but it's definitely something that can be figured out if everyone is willing to. Like it's just like bringing that energy into your life. You're not going to be able to change it if you're not willing to, and that's just facts. Like if you want to be able to help people, you got to be willing to help yourself and help them. Like it's a certain order that you got to go in. Like you never want to put other people before you because then they'll put themselves before you, right? And you never want to put yourself to be like too highly above other people because then they'll be like, he don't need nothing, like, or he or she don't need nothing, like. Who are they to be so high and mighty? Like it's a balance to it. You gotta go back and forth, and it works the same way with relationships and friendships. Like if you're in a relationship right now and you're feeling like the other person just doesn't care about you, but sometimes they care about you, or maybe they are cheating on you, or maybe they are, or maybe they aren't. Like you just have to hold on. I'm getting a phone call. Dang, I forgot my train of thought. I had received a phone call, but what was I saying? Yeah, but I was talking about relationships and stuff. Like it goes back and forth. Like people, if you're out here having doubts and stuff, like you you both have to understand that you're both human, right? Like y'all are both making mistakes constantly. But if someone's doing you dirty and being toxic, you need to leave the situation. That's just what it is. It's life. You're going to find more people, you know? Like don't beat yourself up about it. It's okay to not be okay. And then it's like if that person was really for you, they'd really like not give up and try to see how to fix the relationship instead of being like, oh, just spot on and spotty and stuff like that. Like this is why a lot of people have a lot of issues in their current relationships. I know from personal experience because it's like I you gotta adhere to what the other person is saying. Like you gotta listen to them, and if you don't, it causes a lot more problems in the long term. And when you cause a lot of problems in the long term, when it all bottles up, and it comes out one day, it just comes out as toxicity, or it'll just come out in little spouts, and then it'll get to a point where it's just like one party won't be able to handle it anymore, and they're just like, nope, time to go. And then it's like, well, what do you do now? You just lost one of the most important people in your lives at the moment, and it's like, well, possibly one of the most important people in your lives, and maybe they're fleeing or whatever you may want to call it, but like you lost a person that cared about you, whether they were honest about it or not. They spent time with you and gave you company when you felt like nobody else would because they actually cared about your personality and they didn't see you as just like another just smash or like just another person to just be around. Like stop letting your emotions dictate how your relationships with others go. Like it's it's not just your heart, it's your mind too. Your mind is telling you what to do. It's like it's a combination of both because it's like once you use both, you can get rid of the ego that's stopping you from doing what's right. Like people let their egos dictate so much of their life, and then it messes up so much potential of happiness that they could have potentially had. I know that from personal experience. Like I let my ego get to the best of me, and now that I let it go, like I feel like I'm on top of the world. So I do exactly what it is that I need to get done. Like, cause it's like I know how to focus and be creative and do all these amazing things that I never saw myself being able to do, but everybody else around me saw it, and they never knew that I was going through something. So when I finally came out and said like, "Hey, I'm going through something," everybody was like, "This man is crazy. Who is this? Whose man is this? Somebody get him some help." And it's like I it's not that I necessarily like was out of my brain. Yes, I did need help and I'm glad I got it and I'm glad I'm continuing to get it, but like sometimes I just really miss people missing me, you know? And it got to a point where it became something more because I kept bottling up that emotion that I kept feeling like everywhere. I used to take in so much hate. I used to listen to so many people's problems and I used to take up so much of their hate and bottle it up for them because I didn't want them to have to deal with that. And I gave them all my positivity and I ran out of it. So when I ran out of it, like it caused me to become somebody that I don't feel like I am. And I don't want to be that person. And I don't have to be because I am blessed and highly favored. And that's what people got to remember. That's how you live your life. You got to remember that you are blessed and highly favored. You got to remember that you are worthy of love. You are self confident. You are worthy of being confident. You are worthy of being loved. You are worthy of getting that hug that you so desire, or if you want to be left alone. You are worthy of being left alone. Like, you are worthy of being in your room reading a book. You are worthy of whatever it is that you want to do because you are living your life. Nobody lives your life but you. So don't let other people tell you how to live your life unless you're doing something that's self-harming. Like, people want to help you, so let them help you. Just ask for it when you're ready. If you aren't ready for help, then don't bring negativity into other people's lives who are getting help. You know what I'm saying? It's just you got to feel it out. And once you do, you start to figure out that life is a lot easier than we make it out to be. Because like everybody wants the same thing, and that's peace. So I'm offering it to y'all, but y'all got to be willing to come sit outside with me on my rooftop. Thank you for listening. Peace.